Greetings, Giants. It's your girl BG back with another style and story time. This is a new segment I got on my channel. While I do my hair, I'm gonna just go ahead and do a voiceover me telling you guys a story. The wig we have on today is from IShow hair. This wig is a 26-inch body wave. My two biggest things that I didn't like about this hair was that the lace was kind of thick, and the way I had to pluck this thing, I had to pluck it to the gods. It just ain't make no sense. But overall, this wig was okay, and it did turn out really well. You're gonna see the finishing look when we're done with the story. Now let's go ahead and get straight into it. Before getting started, I want to give you guys a little backstory as to why something like this even happened to me. For those who don't know, last year I was admitted to the psych ward. I opened myself into a lot of things that were demonic, and it really did have a physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual effect on me. I'll get into depth about that in another video, but around this time I was heavily into tarot card readings. I was heavily onto the zodiacs. I was reading my horoscope like it was the Bible, y'all. I was really mixing light and dark, and then all while I'm doing this, I had good intentions. I didn't have any bad intentions. I didn't have any hopes of hurting anybody. Everything that I was doing to me in that moment was good. Of course, because the source wasn't good, because the source was of darkness, because the source was from the devil himself, I was in a season of torment without even knowing, and it was all by my own doing. Disclaimer, because I really do feel like it's necessary for me to put this out there. All that I'm saying right now is not to condemn anybody. I'm not trying to have anybody feel bad. I'm literally just sharing my experience on what I went through when I dibbled and dabbled into these things and what it brought to me. If it does anything, even if it only reaches that one person who needs it, that's enough for me, because that's all I care about. Because I wouldn't even wish what I went through on my worst enemy. The spiritual realm is real. Y'all, it is real. This ain't nothing to play with, okay? Jesus said that I am the way, the truth, and the life, and it's true. There's no way you can find peace. There's no way you can find happiness. There's no way you can seek true abundance if it's not from God. And whatever you do find in that moment that may be satisfying to your flesh, whatever you're doing, once it's over, you're still going to be in the same reality that you was in before you did it. So I'm just saying that to let you know, Jesus brings true peace. And this is me just being blood raw with you. So let me get back into the story for real. I'm going to stop preaching, okay? Because, I'll be on fire for the Lord. Amen. But yeah, around this time I was heavy. When I say heavy, my days, my nights, I wouldn't sleep at night. I would be heavily invested into these tarot card readings like it's nothing, I would just consume my time with watching this daily, okay? And I was also deceived into thinking that I was a star seed, an indigo child. I really just had this big superior mindset. Like, I just felt like I was above all people. I felt like, I just felt like I was above everybody because of these tarot card videos. So around this time, I was actually apartment hunting. And my true reason behind me even trying to look for apartments was just because all of my friends had apartments. And I was like, man, they doing it. Why can't I do it? I'm ready to be at my mama's house too. So I started apartment hunting. Me and Steve, we went as far as going way to Orlando, y'all. Like, we was willing to go way over there. For what? I don't know. We got a reno. Somehow we were able to manifest this Dodge Charger when we actually really paid for a Nissan. And we went to Orlando. And when this happened, I kid you not, God had his hand over us that entire time, because every apartment we went to, it was either out of our budget or it just didn't feel like a place I wanted to be at. Nothing felt like home. I didn't feel comfortable. I was just like I was just not all the way there when we were apartment hunting in Orlando. So me being in the spirit of discouragement, I just felt real bad about myself. I felt like, I was a failure, whoop-de-whoop. And then this opportunity of another apartment that was actually in the area that I was already staying in came about. And this apartment was a live-work unit where you would live on the top of your business. So I had this mentality. I was like, oh, shoot. You feel me? A girl gonna have her salon. She gonna live on top of it. Y'all, and honestly, I don't even know why I thought something like that would even happen, because I don't got no clientele. I really don't do hair for real. But my mind was just so set upon me doing big things, because everybody around me doing big things, that I'm literally just missing the bigger picture of it not being my time yet. So soon after, right after I got back from Orlando and the opportunity was introduced to me, I went to this place. I visited it. I loved it. It was so beautiful. It had the wooden floors, the silver appliances. I was like, oh, this is everything I want. I need this. And that's when the devil had me in a chokehold, because he also masquerades himself as an angel of light. Although it looked so nice and glamorous, it was beautiful, it was way out of my budget. But because of my ego and my pride and me just wanting to be able to get this done to show that I could do it too, I was just feeding into it. I was like, I got it. I could do it. It ain't nothing. $3,000 a month. Psh, that's nothing. I can do it. It's fine. And then to make matters worse, instead of me listening to my boyfriend telling me, I don't think this is what we should do, instead of me listening to my daddy telling me, I don't think this is what you should do, I'm listening to the people who's boosting this energy, saying, yes, girl, this is what you need to do. You could do it. You could that. And none of them are stopping me. God also says bad company ruins good morals. So that's something that I figured out after all this happened, that I just had the wrong people around me. But that's a story for another day. So fast forward, I'm eager now. Now I am on the verge of tears. I'm so ready to move. I'm speeding up. I'm trying to rush the realtor to have this happen. I got my I can't call her that. I got this girl on the phone telling me this is what you should do. Just call him, tell him that you're on the verge of homelessness so you can get the apartment quicker, this and that. Like, I'm trying to speed up the process. When all along, God is trying to make sure this doesn't happen for me. And all while this is going on, I'm still watching my tarot card videos, and they're telling me, this reader is telling me, you're going in the right way. Your spirit guides are so happy for you. You just have to get over this one building block and you'll be there. And I'm crying. Like, I'm listening to this girl like she's a prophet. I'm crying. And I'm just like, okay, I'm almost there. So that's why I was just forcing it so hard. And it just wasn't working. You wanna know why? Because God knew better. That's why. And to be very honest, while this is happening, I'm not at peace. I don't feel content with my decision, but I was like under the impression like this has to happen. This is how it's supposed to happen. It needs to be this way. And I signed the contract and I got the apartment. But it was so bad to the point like I had called my old friend up at the time and I was like, girl, I found this place. You can live on top of your business. I don't know if you found your apartment yet, but you could get it over here, come over here because they have another open space, because she also had her own business going on. And I was just trying to put her on game just in case she didn't find her apartment. And she's like, girl, I already got my apartment. I'm moving in right now. And I'm like, what? We both got an apartment. We okay, Trisha, we doing our thing. Whoop-de-whoop. Yeah, nah, okay. That decision must have been the recipe of a destruction for me because all hell broke loose right after. Probably in less than a week, maybe in like 4 days at most, I caught myself walking around the street, no shoes. I can finally openly admit that I was possessed, and I know I was possessed. It was not me. There's things that my people to this day is telling me that I can't even remember me doing. So yeah, I got Baker-acted. That alone is another story in itself. I found out I'm pregnant. All hell just feel like it's breaking loose. My back feel like it's against the wall. I just feel like, my life is over. But God was still so graceful. And I say that because I had $274 in my account when I was released from the facility, and I only had enough money to pay my car note. By the grace of God, He allowed the person that I was renting the place from to give me a refund. Not a full refund, but majority of the money I was able to get back. And by me being pregnant, it's just like, thank God that He didn't let me find an apartment in Orlando, because if I did, I would have been up there by myself, no help, no nothing, not knowing what to do. You feel me? And I'm just so happy that I'm here at home. Like, y'all, this was a story. It could have been so much more longer, but if you guys enjoyed this story, I'll be more than happy to share more with you. Comment down below if y'all want any extra stories from me. If you made it this far into the video, I really appreciate you for being here. I love you so much. And if you're interested in this wig, please check the links in the description down below. There'll be direct link to this wig as well as IShow hair website.